I will present you the most uncomfortable teaching. You are already free. The Ashtavakra Gita begins with a declaration that shocks the spiritual mind. You are already liberated. Not potentially free, not on the path, not approaching awakening, but free now. Ashtavakra does not speak to seekers as incomplete beings climbing toward God. He speaks to awareness itself, reminding it of what it already is. According to this teaching, bondage is not real in an absolute sense. It is a misunderstanding sustained by identification with the mind. God is not an external power, a moral judge, or a cosmic ruler. God is pure awareness, prior to effort, prior to discipline, prior to identity. Liberation is not an achievement in time. It is the collapse of a false assumption, the belief that you are something other than awareness itself. Why mind and morality cannot reach God? Ashtavakra dismantles two pillars of traditional spirituality: mental control and moral striving. The mind, he insists, is not the doorway to truth but the veil that hides it. Thoughts arise and pass, judgments appear and dissolve, but awareness remains untouched. Likewise, morality, the division of actions into good and evil, belongs to the realm of social order, not ultimate reality. Ashtavakra does not deny ethical life. He denies that ethics can reveal God. God consciousness lies before all opposites, beyond virtue and vice, beyond praise and blame. To seek God through moral perfection is still to assume you are lacking. In this vision, awareness does not need purification. It is already pure. What must fall away is the belief that the mind governs reality. Is God the witness that never acts? One of Ashtavakra's most radical insights is that awareness does nothing. It does not act, decide, control, or intervene. All action belongs to the body and mind, movements within appearance. Awareness is the unmoving witness in which all movement occurs. This does not make awareness passive or inert. It makes it absolute. God consciousness is not the doer of the universe, but the space in which doing appears. When identification with agency dissolves, suffering loses its foundation. Life continues. Thoughts think, bodies move, choices happen, but without the burden of ownership. God is not the one who acts through you. God is the awareness in which action unfolds without attachment. Recognition instead of attainment. Most spiritual paths promise transformation over time. Ashtavakra rejects this entirely. Time itself belongs to the illusion of becoming. You do not move closer to truth. Truth becomes obvious when seeking stops. Recognition is instantaneous because awareness has never been absent. The idea of practice exists only as long as one believes something must be attained. Ashtavakra's teaching is ruthless in its simplicity. Stop imagining you are bound. The moment this belief collapses, nothing new appears, and nothing needs to. What remains is awareness resting in itself, without effort, without fear, without desire for improvement, living as God and as consciousness in the world. Ashtavakra does not call for withdrawal from life. He calls for freedom within it. When awareness recognizes itself as the ground of experience, the world does not disappear, but its power to bind dissolves. Pleasure and pain arise without ownership. Success and failure pass without identity. Love flows without fear of loss. This is not detachment as indifference, but freedom as intimacy without entanglement. God consciousness is not a state apart from life. It is life seen without confusion. The sage lives as anyone else, yet inwardly remains untouched, complete, and free. The Ashtavakra Gita offers no comfort to the seeking mind, and no compromise with illusion. It does not promise heaven, progress, or purification. It points directly to what is already present: awareness itself, free of mind, free of morality, free of becoming. God is not waiting at the end of effort. God is the awareness reading these words right now. Liberation is not something that happens to you. It is what remains when you stop imagining that you are anything else. If you got to this point, great. You are truly a spiritual seeker, and I would really appreciate your support to this project by leaving a like and sharing your perspectives and opinions on this lecture in the comments below. Let's all talk and engage in meaningful conversations. Let's create a community of curious minds. Please share, and welcome to the spiritual quest.